request the teams to sing the national anthem, please. Leone and Botswana, respectively. Now, may we find the way for the national anthem of Tanzania and Mozambique.
Maybe os frutos do combate pela paz. Deixa o sono ondulando na bandeira, e vai havendo na certeza do amanhã. Moçambique, nossa terra gloriosa, pedra a pedra construindo novo dia. Milhões de braços, é nossa força, ó pátria amada, vamos vencer. Moçambique, nossa terra gloriosa, pedra a pedra construindo um novo dia. Milhões de braços, ó nossa força, ó pátria amada, vamos vencer. Nós brotando do chão do teu suor, pelos montes, pelos rios, pelo mar. Nós juramos por ti, ó Moçambique, nenhum tirano nos irá escravizar. Moçambique, nossa terra gloriosa, pedra a pedra construindo um novo dia. Milhões de braços, é nossa força, ó pátria amada, vamos vencer. Moçambique, nossa terra gloriosa, pedra a pedra construindo um novo dia. Milhões de braços, é nossa força, ó pátria amada, vamos vencer.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and good luck to the safe play in the right spirit of the game. Thank you.
Welcome to the second match in the Group A of the ICC Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup Qualifier Africa. Earlier on, Sierra Leone won the toss and elected to bat first. Opening the batting for Sierra Leone is Fatu Conte and Emma Kamara. Then opening the bowling for Botswana is Keseho Inakale. In the commentary box with me is Florence. Florence, how are you this afternoon?
I'm okay, thank you. Tanda, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and yourself. And the first ball, the umpire calls a no ball and they take a single. First ball of the innings is a no ball. An umpire calls a free hit. That's a good shot from the Sierra Leone batter, and they take 2 runs.
Another bad ball right there from Kesero. It's kind of a bad start for me. I get it's the first time playing, but that's a really bad start from the Botswana side.
Since she hasn't found a line.
And she looks a little bit under pressure, if you ask me.
You can tell from the body language, eh?
Botswana setting the field according to the bad balls that Kesero has bowled, moving Mirabello from fine leg to deep square.
That was a good ball. Bit of a mix up there. Oh, and they miss out on a run out. Seems the batter is injured from Sierra Leone. That's Emma Kamara. She's back on her feet. Seems she's okay. Quick single there from the Sierra Leone batter, Emma Kamara. Good over so far. 5 balls bowled, already 11 runs on the board for no wicket. Well played. So the covers, they come for a second run and they get it over up. Score is 13-0.
That was a good over for Tanzania. They had that no ball as a first ball, giving them a little bit of confidence. And now they're taking charge of the field. Coming in for the second over is Bako Botswana. The vice captain for Botswana.
Single taken by the Sierra Leone batter, Amare. Dot ball. So Florence, you are a local here in Botswana. What do you have to say about this tournament being hosted here?
Something that's going to go down in history. Really well for our country as well. If we keep hosting like this, we get to invite more people out here, and we hope one day we'll be able to fill these stands with a lot of audience. It's also a very good experience for our young ones.
Exactly.
They get to know the pressure it gives them when they are the home team in the home country. A lot of expectations are raised here.
So in terms of women's cricket, are there any leagues running? Any league in the schools? Age groups?
You know, ever since COVID hit us, it's been a little difficult with the schools, especially the young ones. So we kind of took a pause on that. So when everything is cleared by our government, I hope we'll be able to get some new young ones, fresh, coming in.
And that's a catch. A wicket falls down for Sierra Leone.
Kesero takes the catch for Botswana, and they come in running, celebrating the first wicket here at BCA Oval 1. Out. No binoculars.
Was it out?
Tanzania loses the first wicket with. Sierra Leone loses the first wicket in the first batting power play.
In comes the new batter for Sierra Leone, Ramatu Toure. Replacing Fatu. So Parker continues from the dog pod end. Brilliant ball there from Paco, ending the over, bringing the score to 16 for 1 after 2 overs. Although Sierra Leone have lost an early wicket, their run rate is quite impressive in the power play.
A little bit hesitant for that second run. Kesero still keeping that line very, very close to being a no ball. A misfield there, but Tanzania doesn't go for the second one.
Tanzania, right?
Sorry, Sierra Leone.
Keseko bowling a second over. Seems Keseko hasn't found the lines. Good running between the wickets there for Sierra Leone. They're rotating the strike, which I think is the key.
And the ball drags its way to a stop by the boundary, denying Sierra Leone a boundary there. Botswana girls do a good chase, not giving up on that ball.
Keseko is still yet to find the lines because she's just bowling it all over. That's a good shot from Emma Kamara as they take that single. Too many misfields by the Botswana ladies, yeah, in the 30 yards. They need to stay on their toes if they need to restrict Sierra Leone to a low score. The dot ball there, hesitation of taking that single. That brings the end of the third over. The score is 23-1.
Trying to keep you guys out of the sun is difficult. Help yourselves, guys. Hydrate.
Paco bowling a second over, still coming from the dog pond end. There's the umpire. And it's 4 runs. The umpire signals they're bringing the score to 27-1.
Sierra Leone is on a roll here.
They are making use of their power play.
Botswana bowling not so satisfactory. Everything above waist, most of it above waist, giving Sierra Leone a chance to just go for it.
It's a great shot there from Emma Kamara. The good thing about the Sierra Leone batters, they keep on rotating the strike. Paco also seems to not have found a line. She's struggling.
She was doing quite well with her first over. Now she seems to be having a little problem finding it.
Better ball there. Well played, good cricket all round.
Botswana side has a lot of misfields and it's costing them a lot.
As I said earlier on, they have to be on their toes all the time, especially if you're fielding in the 30-yard circle.
A lot of problem there with the Sierra Leone batsman.
Emma Kamara. So you can run it with this.
Seem to be having a problem with Emma there. Don't know if it's an internal injury or is it fatigue. Can't be fatigue, she just came on the field. Botswana go see this as a chance to have a little team talk, see how they can bring the run rate for Sierra Leone down a little bit.
So we've got 9 teams in this tournament. The playing group stages, only 2 teams are going to play in the final, and the top team which wins is the one which is going to join the other countries to go for the Under-19 Women's World Cup. So what do you think are the chances for the Botswana women? Do they have the chance to qualify? And how were the preparations for them coming into this tournament?
I'd have to say the preparations were a bit, they had a little bit of a short time. It was hard to work with them at first, they were still learning. But now looking at the field, although there are a few mistakes, it's better than what they first started with. If you look at it, this is the first international game. They've only used to playing internally or sometimes with the senior ladies, so I think they stand a chance if they want it. If they want it as bad as any other person, they stand a chance.
Okay. Seems we're gonna have a replacement here for the Sierra Leone batter, Emma Kamara. Don't know what happened there.
Unfortunately, looks like Emma has to leave the field of play. 18 runs from 11 balls, an amazing strike rate. I have to tell you, she scored really, really fast, picking up the majority of the runs on the board. Coming in, we have Selena Bull, ready to show us what she has got, going in with a lot of energy.
What's the run right now?
8.16.
The score is 30-1. Good run rate there from the Sierra Leone batters, going just above 8 runs per over.
Good delivery there, leaving Selena with a solid block.
Selena isn't facing.
Chance for a run out. Do they get it? And they miss it.
Selena isn't the one facing.
Is it over?
Yeah, over 31.
So 4 overs gone. The score is 31 for 1. You changed the better. Okay. Kaseko is gonna continue bowling from the generator end. Hope this time around she should have got her lines.
You'd think the captain for Botswana, Aisha, would change Gisero following a couple of bad balls, but she's still trusting her bowler, keeping her there.
Then appeal for an LB there, but the umpire says not out. I think the captain still has a belief on Kaseko, because I believe she's the strike bowler for Botswana, so she has to come and strike as expected by the captain and the team.
Yeah, definitely. Some of these girls here have definitely represented this country before. And that is exactly what you were talking about. The trust that the captain had in Kisero. She takes out her first wicket, leaving Sierra Leone score 31 with 31 with a loss of 2 wickets.
4 point.
4.2.
Do I will get it right? It's only that the screen is too small to see, you know.
And it's far from me.
Now it's taking the time. Does she look under 19?
Most of them stay under 19 for years.
Hassan Nat. Was out?
Ramatu.
All right. Ramatu. What did she make? What did she make? What did she make? What did she make?
It's only now. Okay, so
Number 6. Hassanatu. In comes Hassanatu Sawena, replacing Ramatu. Our score is on 31 for 2 after 4.2 overs. Hassanatu.
that's 6 of 9.
Sawena taking her sweet time at the center there, taking a look at the positions, the potential runs.
Seko has finally got her lines after getting that wicket. Good ball, dot ball.
Will it cross over? And it does. First boundary for Sawena. Total score moves to 35.
Dot ball there. Over up, that brings the total to 35 for 2 after 5 overs. The run rate is quite good for Sierra Leone, but they mustn't lose wickets.
7 and over.
They're going at 7 runs per over. It has dropped a little bit. We've got a bowling change there for Botswana. In comes Leone.
Botswana Setswane coming in for Botswana. Leg spinner for Botswana. Pitch is very slow, so bringing in the slower bowlers might give an advantage to Botswana. Botswana setting her field, opening it up.
So earlier on we had Nigeria playing against Rwanda. Nigeria scoring 79 all out.
Bako chases it all the way to the boundary and she fails to stop it. Another boundary for Sierra Leone, bringing the total to 39 after 5.
So I was saying earlier on, the first match that we had in the Group A of the ICC Under-19s Women's T20 World Cup Qualifier, it was a game played in the morning, Nigeria taking on Rwanda. Rwanda scoring 79 all out, Nigeria failing to chase that target, only managing to score 70 all out, which saw Rwanda winning that match by 9 runs.
A good comeback there by Botswana. And if you look at the game for Rwanda and Sierra Leone, you'd say that Rwanda would have been losing it because Nigeria was 45 after 10. They were halfway through and they had it in the bag, but they kind of lost it towards the last few overs of the game. Quick wickets. Rwanda needed that the most and they got it, leaving Nigeria heartbroken with the first loss of the tournament.
Exactly.
Seem to be having a little trouble there. Second internal injury there. This time around from Botswana, we're having the vice captain Bako having a little problem there. Could it be her breathing? The sun is very hot. It's coming out and it's very hot. And our young girl seems to be having a little problem with the weather here. lot of new faces from Botswana, a lot of debut years.
After this over, you're on, yes. After the over.
A lot of flight in that ball right there, but landing straight in front of the batsman for Sierra Leone, not knowing what to do with it, giving it a solid block. She tries it, she charges for it, and a little misfield from the captain for Botswana, giving Sierra Leone a single from that ball. Backing her up was Amantle down there at the boundary.
The leg spinner from Botswana ladies, Leone, has to strike. And the umpire calls a wide there.
A little stretch needed for the umpire.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm having a little bit of difficulty with Huizana, they're keeping the same line.
That was a good ball from the leg spinner from Botswana. 6 overs gone, the score 41-2.
Botswana doing a good job lowering the run rate for Sierra Leone here. Once again, it proves how difficult it is for the ladies with the slower balls. Whether it's the women or the young ones, the same everywhere.
So after the power play, the score is on 41-2 after 6 overs. With me in the commentary box, there's James Moses. Afternoon, Jay.
Afternoon, Tande.
How was your lunch?
Too much.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did. Yeah, good afternoon to our listeners, Botswana, Southern, Eastern Africa. I think we're out for a treat today. Botswana or Sierra Leone? It seems like Sierra Leone get off to a very fast start. Botswana is trying to peg them back a bit.
Good bowling there from Priscilla. Coming from the generator end. It's another dot ball there, 3 dot balls. I think the pressure is now starting to mount.
And what do you think about Botswana cricket, or what have you seen so far? Taking into consideration some of these kids have only started holding a ball and a bat for just a little over 2 years.
I think they've improved and there's still room for improvement. We had the Botswana ladies, the under-19s, these under-19s coming to play a provincial side in Zimbabwe Tuskers. They were improving game by game. So coming into this tournament, I'm sure they will put on an outstanding performance.
Yeah, we should commend the development program, the coaches and the organizations for doing such a good job. It really amazes that some of these kids have just been playing cricket for just under 3 years. Take it into consideration that cricket is not the national sport. It's something that you have to be talked into. Basically, yeah, I don't even know how they get here, but the improvement is tremendous.
Yeah, it is. Very.
Yeah, that's the next star for ladies cricket.
Umpire calls a wide ball there. That's played on and he's bowled. Priscilla.
Once again, Tandy, it seems like the slow bowling is doing the trick for Botswana.
Yes, exactly. It is. So Hassanatu is out for less than 5 runs.
This morning, Tandy, it's a total opposite of what we saw with the start of the first game this morning. First game this morning between Nigeria and Rwanda, which Rwanda get off to a very slow start.
Well fielded there.
It seems like the fielders they're a little bit disciplined. The ground fielding is not too bad overall in the whole tournament. This morning also, we saw there for a few overs. It was great fielding. After the concentration lapsed for a little while, then we have a few incidents here and there. But so far, an X plus to women's cricket. Yeah.
Exactly, Jay. It's another dot ball. There seems the pressure is starting to mount up for the Sierra Leone batters.
I think we had this chat this morning about game plan. What is the game plan from the batting team? Is it a fast start? Is it rotation? I think we will see in the next couple of overs what the intent is. Yes, just another dot ball. I think that is 3 in the over now. Yeah, just commending the fielding just a few seconds ago, and now we have a little mishap with the field that, well, what should we say? Fine leg. Now, Sierra Leone need to come up with a plan to how to rotate the strike. Instead of sitting there and blocking those balls, once again, straight, slow leg spin.
Eight overs bowled. The total score is now 48 for 3.
That's a good start. I think the pass score here, as I said to you this morning, is roughly about 100, 110.
Yeah,
If you could put that on the board, there's a good chance of winning.
exactly.
I think we had that conversation early on when Rwanda got 30 runs more than they should, and then they won in the game. So Sierra Leone need to be careful here. They need to rotate the strike and keep busy.
They have to. T20 is about runs. The boundaries will come on the way. But the key now is to keep on rotating the strike.
In this situation, you need a leader. You need someone to keep reminding.
Exactly, and Priscilla seems to be bowling well for Botswana. She came and the run rate just went down.
That's a good stop again.
A single taken there by the captain of Sierra Leone, Selina Bull.
Now on the Botswana side, just need to keep the pressure. Just be patient. Just be patient. And I think eventually the batsmen will have to do something. They can't just keep blocking the whole afternoon. At least it's a T20 game.
And that brings 50 runs on the board for Sierra Leone after 8.3 overs.
Well, they're on the way to the pass score, which is roughly 100, 110. 110 would be not so easy to get in this wicket.
So do you think 110 can be defendable on this wicket?
Yeah, quite surely. I think so. Not trying to knock the ladies down, but for the quality of the cricket, as I said, they have just started. The development program is on its way. I think that basically is a pass score. It's a good score. Yeah, that's a good shot here in the Tobacco Square. It's not such a tidy field back there, and they picked up 2 runs.
Bringing the score to 52.
Situations like this is very important for the batting team to keep rotating the strike. 1s and 2s, if they still pick up the 3 or the 4 in the overs, and they get a boundary every 2 or every 3 overs, it will add up.
Over up, 9 overs gone. The score is 53 for 3.
Tandy, seems like the Sierra Leone have heard me. Seems like they stepped the pace up.
Because that's the key now, just to keep on rotating the strike.
Yeah. But we seem to have some problem early on with some of the ladies.
Music. When the music is on, don't.
Switch off.
No, just leave it like that.
My teacher. Tell me my teacher.
Karawa, can I have juice then? That's number 13.
We have a change of bowling from the Dokpan end. With that Sepang, Botswana's right arm over. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Straight back where it came from. That's 4 runs. Tanda, you've played in this form of cricket. I think you've. How was it back then in your days?
It was fun and I enjoyed it a lot. But I feel compared to these girls who are playing now, the intent is not yet there. I don't know, or maybe it's because these girls, they're starting up to play this form of cricket and having to play it in such a big tournament. So what I think now is for them to have more games, for them to have game time.
It seems like there's some confusion here. That's a dead ball. Yes, as you were saying,
yeah, I was saying this. I feel these girls, they don't have more game time like us. Because us back then, we used to have the leagues running, schools cricket. We had schools cricket running, so every weekend we'll go and play cricket and all. Compared to these girls, some of them, they don't have any leagues running in their countries. So I feel that's kind of a setback for them.
that is something to take forward for the development program. I think that is something.
There's a kind of a mix-up there. Right now, the captain was just stuck in a crease.
Yeah, she was a spectator there for a while. Huh? Her communication seems to be way out of the window. Many balls. That was for another good shot. It seems like the strikes are rotating quite frequently now.
Sanatu seems to be batting well. A fumble there from the Botswana fielder. Keseko.
Oh!
Finally, she strikes.
Yeah, just as about to say that Botswana need to get back their discipline. They got a wicket now.
63.
And we see the end of Hasanatu bringing the score to 63 for 4. After 10 overs. After 2 overs at least. New better Messi comes in the crease.
Macy is a common English name.
It's not Messi. I can't pronounce this. How do you pronounce this? I can't pronounce this. Number 5.
Usenatu.
Huh?
Usenatu.
Usenatu coming to the crease.
Say it better than
Yes, I
that.
can't. Usenatu. Sure.
Swan.
I think it's the same name.
Swan.
Usenatu. I'd rather say Usenatu.
Same name.
They only changed the U and the A. The other one was born on the 1st, the other on the 2nd. Leone coming from the generator end.
Yeah, she didn't have much luck from the duck pen end. I think they made a change. Maybe taking into consideration is a home team. You know, some bowlers have their favorite end they like to bowl to. Who they like to bowl from. Excuse me. Thunder, I have a little problem with these Leone names, pronunciation. I'm quite happy you're here.
So pull short there from Husenatu, and they take a single, bringing the score to 65 for 4 after 10.3 overs.
It seems like Sierra Leone have one intent in mind, to guard the bowling. Botswana need to be aware of that. In particular, where they choose their shots. Most of it usually be on the leg side. Once the ball is pitched outside the off stump, they seems to play it back. But once it's pitched anyway from middle and leg, it seems like they're good at the leg side shot. So Botswana need to be aware of that. Someone need to point out that to the bowler. Once again, leg side field seems to be the side of choice.
That was a loose ball from Khosi. Where's bowling to a left-hander.
I think we should try to get a mid-wicket in here. Or basically our square leg. That was an appeal there, but I think that was struck outside the off stump.
11 overs gone, the score is 66 for 4.
And the run rate is moving along, huh?
The run rate is still on 6, they are maintaining it on 6.
That's when I need to look at the scoreboard a little bit. Take a little time to reassess what they're doing, because the intent of this seems like they're going after the bowling. As I said, to reassess what they're doing here could be very difficult, because the intent of the Sierra Leone seems like they're going after the bowling.
They're capitalizing on every loose ball that they're facing. They are going hard on it. See what I mean? Though it's a dot ball there, but the intent is there. And finally they take that single.
There's a bit of lots of concentration here for Botswana. As I said, someone need to slow things down a bit, to let them aware that they need to concentrate a bit more.
I like the fact that Sierra Leone managed to use their power play.
It's alright. Bring home. We'll make those mistakes.
The captain is out, run out. And you could see it earlier on when he was going into bed. The communication was always bad with her partners.
In spite of what's happening, Botswana seems to be keeping themselves in the game.
And the score is 67 for 5 after 11.3 overs. So we see the departure of the Sierra Leone captain, Serena Bull. In comes Emma Kamara is back on. She had gone out injured. She had an internal injury earlier on. So she's back on in the crease.
Tando, what's the take on that? I think you said you have to stay out as long as...
If it's an internal injury, she can just come on anytime.
Oh, okay. Sometimes the rules these days is up to interpretation. Yeah. The wicketkeeper didn't do a good job of that. That's another extra.
White ball, the umpire signals.
Seems like extra seems to be second highest score now. I noticed Botswana didn't get a chance to regroup after that wicket to talk things over, to see how they can make the adjustments, which they should have done that. That's why important sometimes you have a couple of leaders who pay attention to the games and what's going on. Yeah, that was short. Hit to mid wicket. They're trying for 2 there. It could be very close. She made it.
That was a good throw from the Botswana fielder.
Yeah, she seems to have a strong arm.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I don't sound a bit biased, since, as you know, I'm a native, Tandy. But yeah, I guess you have to expect that.
It's expected.
But I'm still fair with my comments.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you.
As I was saying, the guys fielding on the 30, they have to stay on their toes. They can't be taking such singles in front of you.
Yeah, in the 30 square, you can't do that. They have to know when to drop stop, when the batsman ready to pull that trigger, and they have to know when to keep running. Botswana need to slow this run rate down a bit.
They really have to.
Yeah.
Now with the return of Emma Kamara, She can strike the ball very hard. Dot ball there.
Yeah, am I the only observer here? And if you realize, once the ball is pitched on or about off stump, it usually doesn't get any runs from that. Once it's pitched from middle and leg, seems like where they score, someone needs to relay that message to the bowlers or to a senior member of the team and try to keep that discipline
Exactly.
on or about off stump.
So 12 overs, bowled 72 for 5. Parko back into the attack from the generator end.
But Sierra Leone, they're doing quite well.
Low.
It's a dot ball there.
Yes, hi, Brennan.
Parko started a spell from the dog point end. Now she's coming from the generator end. Maybe she thinks she might get a wicket coming from that end.
I think, let me see.
And she
Oh,
strikes.
she did.
Sorry, Brennan, I can't chat now.
Yeah, they usually said commentators curse, but this is commentators good luck. Huh? One thing I noticed about the bowlers, they switch a lot. You don't have a bowler bowling more than 2 overs.
Let's go.
72 6.
So after the fall of that wicket, the score is 77 for 6. And in comes Aisha Q. .2 12.2 overs being bowled in the first innings.
That was a comfortable singer there. I know it's a bit humid, it's a bit dry heat, but Botswana need to stay on their toes. Ours will be chasing 120, 130 here. Oh, and she strikes again. She strikes again. It seems like the change of ends is working.
Which is definitely working for her. Because most of this Sierra Leone batters, instead of playing straight, they are going round.
Yeah, that was my observation earlier. Once you pitch the ball anywhere from middle to leg, it seems like they're going leg side.
Number 99. Let's go.
73 for 7.
So the score now is 73 for 7, and in comes Patricia Pratt.
Now Sierra Leone is a team that need to put the brakes on this now. They need to consolidate at least for a couple of overs. We're just in the 13th over. If they could settle things down a bit, stem the flow of wickets. Oh! Is that a hat trick?
No,
That's 2 in a row. It's three wickets in over.
3 and 4.
3 and 4. That's very good bowling. Change of ends seems to be working again for Botswana.
And it brings the score to 73 for 8.
Oh, that is 5 wickets in the last 3 overs. Yeah, that just brings back to your point, Tandy, when you said they need to play more cricket. The more cricket you play, the more experience you get, and they would have known that they need to stem the flow of wickets in on the other hand.
And in comes Alice.
This is a hat-trick ball. She have 3 and 4 balls.
Yeah, it's a hat-trick ball.
Come on, hat-trick ball. Come on, guys. They'll give her a short cover or a slip or something. Like the batsman is under no pressure to play this one. You have to crowd her a bit. Put different thoughts in her head, yeah?
Let's see how it goes. She's on a hat trick. Paco. Seems the changing of ends is helping the team, hey?
Oh,
It's the
the
dot
hat-trick ball didn't make it. But anyway, it's the conclusion of
4 hits after 13.
13 overs ball. The score is 73 for 8.
there's someone running out to the helmet. Do you think this is a message now?
She's putting it less over, yeah. She's putting it less over. Bowling change, Keseko coming into the attack, bowling a last over.
Is this going to be another close encounter again? It was a quick start from Sierra Leone. Since the 4th wicket, things seem to be going downhill from there. As I said earlier on, they need to stem the flow of wickets. They still have roughly 7.5 overs more to go. The opening bowler is back on. Go that side and get you some scribbles. Go to the office and get you something in a while. Zip that. Oh, that's a wide here. Botswana need to capitalize on what's going on here. They need to take their time and concentrate and get the ball in the right areas. I think now that was a good chance for them to wrap up this innings. Without giving too much away.
That's a good ball from Keseko.
I think the message has come out now for the Sierra Leone. Yeah, as you can see, they're trying to stem the flow of wickets now.
That's a good ball, bat first.
Yeah, as you see, the bowler is hurrying back to the mark. They need to be precise and take their time so she know what she's doing. That gets through the inner field, and that's 4 runs for Sierra Leone.
And it brings the total to 80 for 8.
Yeah, the bowler need to slow down a bit and trying to be more precise there. Take outside edge, down to third man, shot third man. Oh, they managed to squeeze 2 in. That was a good hustle by Sierra Leone.
First time we're seeing Metazuka and run between the wickets quite well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have much problem now. I like the earlier 2 batters, including the captain.
Overs bowled, score is 82 for 8.
Sierra Leone should think about the target now, since as they only have 2 wickets in hand. Where they would like to be after 20 overs.
I'm sure the message that has been sent by the coach is for them to keep on rotating the strike and get to at least 100.
They're really hustling for those 2s. They're really turning those 1s into 2s. The messages seems to be coming swift and fast. Every over there's a water break.
But I feel like from a player's perspective, like if you keep on getting messages after each and every over, you end up like losing it. End up being confused. You end up not knowing what to do and what not to do. I think in this type of situation, whereby it's less than 10 overs left in the innings, like 5 overs now, they should just let their batters play their game.
Yeah, well, back then, we usually have a game planned. The first 6 overs, we would like to be how much wicket. If you happen to have to go to plan B should be the same thing, where you would like to be for how much wickets. And then you have the middle part, which you run the middle part, or you contain, or you sustain, depends on whether you're bowling or batting. But it seems like things are much more randomly. They make judgment on the captain's part. Again, allow a single. This is what I'm talking about. You can't allow this to happen. You have to keep the pressure on, and to be aware of what's going on in the game.
The reason why I'm saying they should just let the players bat on their own. They mustn't be thinking for them, because now the coach is giving instructions in each and every over. It's more like a test for the players. It should show that they can now think on their own, Because at the end of the day, it's them who are playing there in the pitch, not the coaches.
Yeah, you're totally right with that.
So I think they should let the players think outside the box. Because
Sometime-
the game of cricket is not just by bowling, batting and all. You also have to think.
Yeah, the process is very important also in life, basically.
Seems we've got another internal injury there. That's the third one in this match. The Sierra Leone batter is down. And the physio is running to the field.
What do you think? You think it's a fitness problem? We can't say it's an altitude problem because they're just coming from next door.
Maybe it's the fitness, or they are not used to the heat, or it's fatigue.
Yeah, that could be a factor. Yeah, the heat here is very dry. There's not much humidity in the air. It's very dry, and when it strikes you, it does suck the moisture from your body.
Or you never know, maybe it's the better strategy because they know the umpires won't be allowing them in the field in each and every over.
That also. That's part of the game plan as well. It seems like our, what should we say, our paramedics is having a very...
These players,
busy
they are
day
making
today.
her do shuttles. She's doing shuttles in this game.
Yeah, I hope he didn't have a big lunch, huh?
You see Leone back into the attack coming from the generator end. She has to strike now.
This is not a plus for women's cricket in Africa. We can have a full medical station there to assist the ladies. I think back then you'll be lucky if you found if you found a hospital within 100 miles from here. Yeah? But there are a lot of positive in African cricket, in particular for the ladies, and to see the involvement and to see the encouragement also that women's cricket is actually looking ahead.
Yeah, it is actually growing. Because this is such a huge tournament for these under-19s women.
And also what you mentioned early on about playing more games, I think they have to take that strongly into consideration. Because the repetition that you have in anything that you do, you can only be better at it.
Exactly. The wicket keeper is not doing justice for the Botswana team.
Yeah, we seems to be having a hole back there somewhere. Botswana need to slow this down or wrap this up as soon as they can. You don't want to be chasing more than you should under these conditions.
Exactly. So do you think Botswana will be able to chase down the score?
To be honest with you, never say never, but it's going to be a very uphill battle for them. The reason why I say that, I'm not being critical, but I think I have an idea of the structure of the team. But yeah, they're playing for their country. I mean, the motivation should be much more than just training. The cause is bigger.
So the bottom line is they're capable of
They're
chasing
capable
on the score.
of chasing.
So it's now up to them
Yeah.
how they're gonna do it.
This is what I'm saying. You don't need to be chasing more than what you. Yeah. So you should think about what they're doing to get the score as low as they can. Because 88 runs so far seems to be a winning score. The last 2 games, or 3 games that have been played.
This is the highest score so far in the tournament.
Two balls left to try and get 5 wickets. She's got 5.
15. Dot ball there, brilliant bowling from Paco. She's bowling a last over. She has 4 wickets, 15 runs.
Yeah, she have done quite well for herself. I think she's the most accurate of the bowlers so far. That was a good spell by her. I think she'll be happy with her day's work, or afternoon work as we should say.
Exactly. 16 overs bowled. The total score is 92 for 8. 1-6. Form on top. Who is that one? Is that Priscilla? Dot ball there from Sepang. She has also changed the end.
That seems to be working for the bowlers, the change of ends.
You never know, she might also get a wicket.
There's a chance of a run out here. Yeah,
And
there's
there's
a run
a
out
run
here.
out. Finally, they get the wicket.
Yeah, the
and
miscommunication seems to continue in the Sierra Leone team.
the Botswana fielder was also, she wasn't even sure whether to throw the ball or not. It's over.
92 for 8.
What for 9?
No, for 9.
After that run out, the score is 92 for 9.
The batsmen don't seem to be very happy about that.
In comes Christiana Fofana. In the
Tande,
crease.
if I may say, communication is the key for a lot of things in life. Huh?
Exactly.
If you don't communicate well, that's how things fail.
Exactly.
New batsman.
And Christiana is off the mark.
Tande, what I notice about you, Tande, is every time you call a wicket, it seems to work well. I think you should scream wicket this ball so they can get everything over with. Yeah?
Okay, Jay, I'll start doing that. It's a dot ball there.
Yeah, just joking. I don't want to be too biased here. Yeah, Sierra Leone has done quite well for themselves. If they could just stem the next 2 overs or so and get them to the 100 mark, 100 is psychological. It seems like a miscommunication again here. Oh.
A missed run out there from Aisha, the Botswana captain.
Nobody seems to know when to say stop or go, yes or no.
It goes back to game time again.
Yeah.
White ball, the umpire calls. Number 100. Third ball that concludes the 17th over. The score is 95 for 9.
So what do you think that these last two batsmen are thinking now with the last 18 balls here?
All I know is they just want to get to 100. Then they take it from there.
Well, that is how short.
Bowling change, Tepang coming from the dogpot end. Priscilla back into the attack. Bowling a third over.
I don't know if seem to perceive what my eyes are seeing here. It seems like Botswana is trying to slow the game down a bit.
Dot ball there. It seems really on they want to bet all their 20 overs.
Yeah, I think the intention is clear now.
We'll fix it in 3 hours. At the end of the innings change, I'll try and fix this up. Just have to sit with this for now.
You can hear the cheer from the outside, encouraging the last two Sierra Leone batsmen. Seems like a block is the order of the day. Batters, sorry.
And see the pressure, even the coach is cheering from outside, calling for the batsman. How does that work, Jay?
Well, we have to give some leeway to the ladies. They're still developing. We shouldn't push them too much.
Exactly, because this is their platform. It starts here before they get to the national side. They have to think on their own. 18 overs bowled, the score is 97 for 9. Sepang is going to bowl the 19th over, coming from the generator end.
Here, Tanda, more than anything, we have to take the positive out of everything that is going on. Have you ever imagined what some of these girls would be doing if they wasn't playing cricket?
You can say that again. Wes, this is the girl child.
Yeah, I mean,
So ICC Africa is doing an exceptional
brilliant job, and brilliant job in curving some of the narratives, basically.
And that's out. And that's out. That's out. He hit your own stance, right?
Yeah. It's wide.
Yes.
He has to consult his own
First
consult
time in
something.
this tournament seeing a batter being out of a wide
Yes,
ball. Can I have the scorecard?
Is this the conclusion of the innings?
Yes.
So the last wicketed fall is hit wicket.
Yes. I need to summarize the innings.
Yeah, back to that conversation about Africa cricket development and the positive he has bring to our young sisters. And as I said a couple of seconds ago, imagine what some of these ladies would be doing. Yeah. Ladies cricket need to be looked at in a little different light as the men's cricket.
Exactly, because this is the girl child we are talking about.
Yes.
If these ladies were not here, you wouldn't know. Some of them might be drinking, doing drugs.
Yeah, this is a big positive for Development Africa.
So that wraps up the first innings of Sierra Leone. They made 98 all out. Brilliant bowling from Paco, 4 overs, 4 wickets, 15 runs. She bowled brilliantly in these innings. Then Emma from Sierra Leone, the one who had an internal injury, made 18 from 13. Then the contribution of Selena making 19 from 21 balls. So that's it for the first inning. See you on the other side. They made 58. So welcome to match number 2 in the Group A of the ICC Under-19s Women's T20 World Cup Africa Qualifier. Earlier on, you saw Sierra Leone winning the toss and electing to bat first, making a score of 98 all out. With me in the commentary box is Florence. Florence, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tanda.
Who's opening? And
Botswana opening the batting for Botswana with her partner on the non-striker Merapelo. Joining me here is James Moses. How are you, James?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me once again.
Sierra Leone having the highest runs of the tournament by far. Total score of 98. Now Botswana has a chance to chase that down.
it's a challenge, but it's possible.
Sierra Leone opens up with a wide.
But Flora, what do you think about the discipline so far in sense of the ladies? To be honest, I'm quite impressed. We can't look at all the negatives.
Yeah, I'm also impressed. These youngsters are really coming up really well. Aisha Key opening the bowling for Sierra Leone.
Flora, I'm happy I have a next chance later with these surnames. I've been battling.
It's a challenge, isn't it?
It is.
I have to look at the surnames or the names twice. But you get the hang of it.
Yeah, sure. Maybe next year.
Maybe.
Yeah, Flo, it's a challenge now for Botswana to put their heads down and challenge the score. And only how they're going to do this, it with strong discipline, taking the ones and twos at first, apply themselves and see what's coming next.
It's a very high score to chase. They gotta come in aggressive.
Yeah, they have to.
If they want to chase it down in the next 19.3 overs.
Unlike Sierra Leone, it was after a very fast start. We thought they would have got at least 100, 110, 120.
I thought they were gonna go and run a ball.
Well, what do you think is the pass score here?
Botswana managed to track them down, keep them a little under 100. Those quick wickets in the middle of the overs really helped Botswana a lot.
Yeah, and it seems like the strategy with the bowlers, they were changing ends, not getting the batsmen accustomed to the bowling. I wonder what the game plan here. I'm Flo in the first 6 overs. What are they looking to get in the first 6 overs? What do you think? You've been around the girls for some time. You should have an idea of how you structure your cricket, how you structure your game.
Personally, I think that the girls, they're planning on taking it ball by ball. Maybe jump over the half century mark just a little before the 10th over. That would actually help them a lot. Keep the pressure limited on their side.
Yeah. Now, how bad? How is the batting depth?
Like I said, it's they're not perfect. They're still youngsters. They're still learning. They still have a long way to go. But practice makes perfect.
Yeah, that's
true. One thing everybody always tells us.
It seems like they're getting a little help from Sierra Leone with the wides also. Sierra Leone has to get the discipline together, or else this game will be over in a flash.
And we're yet to see some action with the bat from Botswana. Beautiful delivery there by Aisha. Yeah,
it seems like our ladies on the 19 seem to struggle outside the off stump. I was saying that early on to Tanda. If you just keep it on them about off stump, it seems like they struggle a little bit. But as you know, they are ladies and it's a development process. So more games, I think they will get a hang of it.
That would be a good game plan for Sierra Leone, keeping that ball right outside off, making it difficult for Botswana to put the runs on the board.
Well, it's the first over. After the first over, it's 5 runs.
up in the air,
Oh,
and there was a little fumble there by Sierra Leone, giving the Botswana youngsters 2 simple runs. Who is the bowler? What's the number of the bowler?
I think the watching process is over now. The first over is over. I think this batsman at the duck punt end decided she's going to take matters in her own hands now. Just as I said, and there's a misfield again by Sierra Leone. It seems like it's a comfortable 2-day again.
Alice Philly must be frustrated with the little misfields coming out there from cover and point.
Yeah, that discipline part of the game is so important. Basically, who do the discipline more, they're the one that usually end up being the winners. That was a good straight ball.
Alice changing her line from the outside of coming in straight. It's a very good tactic, especially with the 2 misfields on the offside.
It's a very good tactic. Taking into consideration the batsman seems to like it outside the off stump.
Will they get a run out? She's safe inside.
The communication seems to be a little bit better with Botswana. Not so much with Sierra Leone. Outflow, running between the wickets is so important. That's a hard way to lose your wicket, a run out. That's the next single again.
You know, during the first innings, some of the Sierra Leone girls were struggling a little bit with the heat. Let's hope that it gets better for them during the second innings.
Yeah, well, the rest of the week is going to be very tough, according to the weather.
And the keeper misses a nick, and it goes down to the boundary for a 4.
Yeah, in this kind of game, who does the basics well will be successful here.
The wicket keeper for Sierra Leone, Fatu Conte, missed a very, very clean nick. 15 runs on the board after 3 overs, no loss for Botswana. Seem to be adjusting, eh?
Yeah, after the first over. This is the third over.
Hasanatu Sawene coming in. Change of bowler there by Sierra Leone.
And that's a good shot. It's a long chase here. Was she able to stop it? Or she didn't manage to stop it. That's 4 runs.
Botswana cruising now, seems to get the hang of the ball outside off. They were struggling with that at first during the first over, but now anything outside of the batsman Huitswane will take it to the boundary anytime, any day now.
Yeah, that's a lovely shot.
She got the ball, she found the gap, and she sent it away.
Beautiful. Now the Sierra Leone bowler need to make a comeback here. I think if this one is nice and straight. Botswana seems to be going for it. Botswana seems like they got a hang of it now, and they're putting the foot down.
Unfortunately, there was a miscommunication.
That was a beautiful fielding.
Miscommunication between the Botswana batters, and Khuitswane leaves the field with her head low, wondering what she could have done better with that ball.
Just a few seconds ago we were talking about that. That's a hard way to lose your wicket.
Definitely. That was a nice throw from mid on there, straight to the stumps. Amante coming in for Botswana. Up in the air, will she get it? And it was a beautiful dismissal there. Looking for that hat-trick chance.
Just as you get a run out, it usually happens. Then the opposite batsman.
Hasanatu must be very happy with that delivery. You can see there's a little bit of shock to Amantla, the non-striker. She's wondering.
Yeah, she's wondering what just happened. Two strikes in a row, run out and now a caught. Sierra Leone is defending their base.
Standing their ground here. It's not going to be easy for Botswana to challenge the 98 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, the 98 is just about par. It's a little below par. But also the wicket is very slow. Ball doesn't come on as much. So it's a little bit difficult to score on this wicket. I guess you have played on here a few times. I think you have a good idea.
It is very slow, and it's evident so far with the games. Lady seems to be struggling with it. These youngsters are struggling with the slow deliveries, especially with the spin.
But it's still early times. Let's see if Botswana can recoup. And maybe Sierra Leone can have a good chance now to put a stop to the run flow.
Another miscommunication there.
Seems to be having that. The score is 19 for 2 after 3. Botswana is just about a little over 4 runs and over here. Yeah, Botswana required 190 for victory here today.
Tsepang facing her first ball of the inning. Alice File outside off.
Seems to be Achilles' heels for most of these players. The ball outside the off stump. Oh, that was a wide now. Do you think the bowler is aware of the conditions in sense of what the batsmen are capable of doing? Because she bowled the first one outside the off stump, the second one outside the off stump. Even though it was a wide, it seems like she's trying to be consistent here.
I mean, if that's the line that she's comfortable with, then she's definitely going for it every delivery. What a change of events. The umpire does not give it. That is the first run-out attempt from the bowler in this tournament.
Oh.
Looks like the umpires are going to consult for it.
I don't know if you'll consider that very gamely. I wonder what is the conclusion now. Is an attempt for a bowler run out. Oh, we don't see this much often in the men's game.
You don't. But now we're seeing it in the under-19s.
Well, I guess if it's the rule, we must play by it. The batsman get a lucky scare there. I think she'll pay attention now.
Sierra Leone not under much pressure here.
There's a quick single here by Botswana. I think that during the process of these games, there's a lot of quick singles that's been taken in the circle, in the 30-yard circle. I am not aware if some of the fielders do know how to field in that area.
These players are young, and anything in the 30, they really want to make a quick single out of every opportunity they get. It's not rare for you to see that a really young boundaries come once in a while, so they have to make efforts with those quick singles.
Yeah, even though they count, they still have to be careful. Oh, it was a good foul defense. It was a good ball, a good foul defense.
Alice seems happy with her delivery. Now you can see that she changed her line. She's bringing the ball closer to the batsman now, not giving them enough room to swing.
Yeah, the batsman is taking some time. She was holding her back or her hip or something there. I hope she didn't injure herself. It appears like there is a small issue. Is she going to play through it? Oh, it seems like. Yeah, as you said, the bowler seems to change the line a bit. She's coming a bit straighter, even though that ball seems like it's going down legger.
The bowler seems to see that these Botswana batters are struggling with anything closer to the pad.
Yeah.
They're feeling very comfortable with anything outside of off.
Anything that gives them a little bit of room, it seems like they go at it. As you said, just like this one, I was outside the off stump. There's the edge, but it edged down. So we can keep it and have a chance there. this development process that we have in Botswana, how do you think it's benefiting the young girls? You think this is a platform for others to have a look at and to take note and to get some of those girls more involved in the game?
You know, this tournament is the first stepping stone for these young girls, so it's definitely gonna help towards the development of cricket as a whole for the youngsters. A lot more are gonna show up. A lot more opportunities are gonna be given to them to showcase their talent and their skills. So I think it's a very good platform that ICC has set for these young girls.
Yeah, we always seems to point finger at the sour part of life, but we should also congratulate the ICC for such a tournament and the Botswana cricket for this development also.
A little bit of upswing on that one.
Yeah, it seems like Sierra Leone is playing with the bats now. Outside the off stump straight, outside the off stump straight. Let's see where this next ball is heading.
The score is becoming a little bit hard for Botswana to chase. Any dot balls that they're facing is definitely putting a nail in the coffin for them.
Yeah, we don't want to think that is the case, but it does look so. Like they're struggling to even hit the ball now. But Sierra Leone has to stay patient and stay disciplined.
Hasanatu sticking to her line with a little hop there on her run up.
Oh! That was a nice ball, nice and straight. Botswana have just lost their third wicket for 23. It's now 23 for 3 after 4.3 overs.
If you look at it, the Sierra Leone bowlers, they're starting off with a little bit of outside off deliveries and then coming in straight, making it quite difficult for the batsmen to adjust, surprising them and taking those wickets.
Yeah, you're totally right, Flo. I don't know if it's a game plan in the bowlers from the bowlers half, because the bowler before that was doing just the same thing, so maybe that's the plan. But let's see if the Botswana team can adjust.
Aisha looking solid there, the captain for Botswana.
And here we go again. A little waist swing outside the off stump, but that is a wide.
Hasanatu missing a hat-trick chance.
Oh, as we see again, one outside the off stump, one straight.
The celebration from the Sierra Leone players.
That seems to be Botswana Achilles heel, that straight ball down the middle.
And I think Sierra Leone is going to change that outside off line. They're going to try and bring a lot of things straight. Botswana not looking good, losing so many wickets.
Not looking good at all, Flo. Not looking good at all.
Hasanatu's bowling figures are quite impressive with the wickets.
24 for 4.
It's 24 for 4. Now after 4.4 overs, it seems like it's an uphill battle from here, Flo.
It definitely is. Can already see from where the Botswana team is sitting, they don't feel too good. They're under a lot of pressure to try and chase this number down.
Okay, we're seeing the pattern here. Wide outside the off stump.
Will she deliver the next one closer to the pad?
Or straight down the middle. Let's see. That was a brilliant over. Oh, he's not. Is that the next ball to go? Oh yeah, there was a wide previously.
You have one more.
Sanatu taking her time there, not worrying about the over rate because they have less wickets to take out.
He had four down. Botswana need to regroup now. See the batsmen having a conversation in the middle. I wish I could be a fly in the sky now, listen to what they're saying now. That was quick and short. What do you think they should do now? Botswana should do to try to get themselves back in this game.
You know, dot balls are golden in a T20, and that's what Botswana has faced. They faced a lot of dot balls. Those quick singles that they need, those boundaries are quite crucial at this point. You know, just to get them back up in the game. They need to just time the ball well, and they seem to be struggling with that right now.
Yeah, but how do you do that when you're losing wicket and so frequently?
Just gotta stay calm, collect your thoughts, and watch the ball.
All right, they managed to squeeze one down to third man for a single. That's a rare run we have there. It's the last 2.5 overs I predict. 2 runs in the last 2.5 overs.
Sapan getting the pressure off her chest with that single.
Yeah.
Giving it to the next batsman.
Was that the edge? Was that the edge? It seems like there was an edge there.
I don't think it was an edge. I think it hit the thigh.
Thigh pad.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone was a bit excited there over that last ball. I think Botswana need to see a few overs in and before they start put their foot in the gas.
And the umpire shakes his head for a no. Alice looking really happy with her bowling.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to be in Botswana's shoe right now. Imagine the nerves that he's going through.
The pressure is on, James, I tell you.
Well, you're home, Flora. This is your home ground, your home country. You don't need any more pressure than that. Just playing for your country.
Like I said, when a country hosts a tournament, the pressure is on. The fans, every eye is on you, expecting a lot, putting a lot of baggage on your shoulders.
Yeah, we just conclude the first power play, and the score is 26-4 off of 6 overs.
What's the score?
26-4 off of 6.2 overs. Welcome back, Sand.
Afternoon, Jay. How are you?
Good, thanks. Where have you been?
I'd gone for ice cream.
Oh, that's just the next wicket there also. It's 5 down now. Yeah, the pressure is on now. The pressure is on. It seems like there's no way back for Botswana now. Sierra Thunder, I thought we were friends. You went for ice cream. You didn't bring me any.
I did bring for you, Jay. You'll have it after the game.
Thank you. Sierra Leone is looking good now. That was a wide. Sierra Leone is looking good. It seems like they're sticking to their discipline now. I think that they got a hang of the wicket. Next foul defense there. Atanda, what do you think that Botswana need to do to get into this game, get back into this game?
We just need to occupy the crease and rotate the strike at the same time.
Do you think it's someone telling them that? It should be automatic. That's what they should do. But pressure does a lot of things to you, Tan. Oh, that was a good shot. So far and few. It seems like they're gonna get a comfortable 2 here. Runs are few and far here, Tan. Sierra Leone is putting their body on the line here. They can sense blood.
That was a brilliant shot from Paco. Overall, bringing the score to 30 for 5 after 7 overs.
Botswana need to be calm. The game is far from finished. I think the batters need to still communicate and come up with a plan how they're going to take these 3 overs at a time.
Current run rate for Botswana is just above 4, but the required run rate is 5.31, so they should have a plan.
That was a good shot. Seems like Botswana seems to be panicking a bit. During the whole tournament, we see the communication in running between the wickets. I don't know if because of the pressure of playing for your country at such a big stage.
You know, all the negatives that we've identified today in the morning's game and this one, it all goes back to game time. I feel these ladies, they haven't played much cricket together as a team. So that's why we are having these runouts and miscommunication in the crease.
Yeah, that's true, Tanda. But I think this is the reason why we're having these tournaments also. Yeah, to give some exposure and to put them on bigger stage. I think by the time they get to 2 or 3 more tournaments, you see a little bit different in performance. Because as I said earlier on, some of these girls have only held the bat for the last 2 years or 3 years, and they're playing under 19.
You've seen our ways with the COVID era that we are from. we're coming from. It has also contributed on the setback of women's cricket.
But what I notice about women's cricket, cricket in particular, compared to men's, women seems like they want to stay in the game in every ball or every other ball. Yeah, you can hear the cheering, you can hear the camaraderie among the teams, whether they understand fully what's going on or not, but at least they're very, very vocal here.
Oh my God.
Sierra Leone is not helping the cause here. They need to get back in line now.
I think maybe it's the level of cricket that these girls have played. They don't have time to relax on the field. I remember in my days of playing, we were always taught to switch on and switch off. It's a bouncer there from the Sierra Leone bowler.
Well, I think that wake up, if she was sleeping now, this one should wake up. Yeah, we could be a little bit critical about the standard of cricket. But on a whole, I think there's more positive to take out of the women's cricket in particular.
Exactly.
And how far they have come. And even looking at Botswana cricket, I think the women have a better chance of making the World Cup than the men. Yeah, I mean, that to show you where women cricket is headed.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. I think they've carved the path for women's cricket, and we have to applaud the organizers for that.
True, women's cricket is really growing in Africa. We saw 5 of the players going to play in the Fabric tournament in Dubai. So that's a big positive for women's cricket.
It's a step in the right direction.
Hoping to have more players going to play there.
We see different stages in these innings for this team. Like for instance, Sierra Leone was on a charge for the first 6 overs, and they managed to not face the 20 overs. Botswana had a little bit of slow start, and maybe it's the other way around. Maybe they're going to be picking up in the latter overs. What do you think? It seems like Sierra Leone has taken their foot off the pedal. If you were in Sierra Leone's shoes, I think you'd have bowled the bowlers that is getting the wickets. You should bowl them right out. Let them keep the pressure on.
Well played there from Aliyah.
5.5 runs and over. It's not a lot.
They just have to find a way on how they're going to keep the scoreboard ticking.
Yeah, the communication and running it's not too good among these teams. That is another discipline that I show the coaches and them is aware of. Yeah, communication, who to call and who not to. We've seen a few uncalled for runouts. Like Botswana, as soon as they got the first run out and right away the next ball, there was a wicket, and from there it's been downhill.
We just have to think outside the box.
Well, the intent is clear here. Now by Paco. Yeah, Paco is going to die with her boots on. She's going for it now.
She's a big hitter of the ball, so she should just believe in herself. All these other batters, they should come and bat around her.
This was the difference between Sierra Leone and Botswana. Sierra Leone was taking those singles. I was taking the risk and taking those singles. Botswana, that's what happened when you're on the back foot.
Exactly.
It changed your thinking.
Game awareness.
Yeah. Game plan out the window now. Just have to stay calm. It's another wide. Seems like extras are the second top scorer in this league.
I like the intent which Paco is showing. Emma Kamara coming from the generator and seems she's the all-rounder of Sierra Leone. Wide signaled by the umpire. Seems extras is getting the scoreboard ticking for Botswana. Good shot there by Paco, and they take a single. In the commentary box, I'm joined by Karabo. Afternoon, Karabo.
Afternoon, Tandi. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
I'm very well. Enjoying the cricket.
Yes, I am. So let's say you were the coach of Botswana women. What message will you be sending now at this stage with 5 wickets already down and the scoreboard is not ticking?
Obviously, I think the 5 wickets down is working against Botswana at the moment. But I think trying to get as deep as possible and betting as many overs as possible right now, rotating strike. Those basics that we usually talk about in cricket is very important right now.
So 10 overs bowled, the score is 39 for 5.
60 from 60.
Botswana needing 60 runs from 60 balls.
Yes, and going back to that again, the situation that they're in, 60 runs of 60 balls, but to give yourself a chance, you have to give yourself the maximum allotted overs.
Bowling change, in comes Selina Bull, the captain of Sierra Leone. She's a left armer. Paco strikes it down leg side for a single.
We've seen quite a few direct hits actually during the course of today. It's very impressive to see the good arms coming out there, executing the run-outs.
Exactly, especially coming from an age group. Another dot ball there from Celia.
I've liked the energy of the Sierra Leone team in the field this afternoon.
It's been exceptional. Swing and a miss.
They managed to sneak through for a quick single there.
These Botswana batters know that they should get every single run that they get.
Yes.
Counts.
Very important. I think we saw from Sierra Leone when they were batting, they really tried to put the Botswana fielders under pressure. It's up in the air. And it's put down by the long mid-on fielder.
It's a drop cage there. Paco dropped. I think now Paco has to understand that the other batters have to come and bat around her. She mustn't just give away wickets just like that.
Yes, it's very important. She's the senior. Of course, it's a junior tournament, but I believe she's the senior. She should take some responsibility to see out the overs and try and get Botswana as close as they can.
Exactly, she's the team vice captain, so she should be leading the team by example.
That's LBW. Botswana lose another wicket.
That brings the score to 42 for 6. After 11 overs.
I think what also I've noticed from the games today is bowling straight, keeping your lines works very well. Keeping those basics looks to be working very well. We've seen a lot of bold dismissals, so the old adage of you miss and I hit, I think is working very well here.
Exactly. So they should just keep it simple, just play their basics, and they are in for the money. Where's the new batsman? New batsman in the crease, Wendy.
Swung away on the leg side by Paco. We'll take a single again, giving Wendy her first ball on strike.
I think now it's high time these ladies from Botswana have to run the first single hard.
Yes, very important. One of the basics of cricket. Solidly behind the first one there. Looking well confident. Bowler sticking to her line and length.
That's Emma Karama, the all-rounder of Sierra Leone.
Edge through the slip area.
Nicking it to third man. See, Paco can hit the ball hard, hey.
Yeah, she really goes for it. She doesn't hold back with her swings.
So that's the intent that she has to go on with throughout these innings.
Loud call of no there from Paco. If there's one thing that I've been impressed by her is loud calling. She's letting her teammates know whether it's on or it's not.
She has taken charge of the innings, which is a good thing to see.
Well stopped there. Well stopped there by Isha.
The score is 45 for 6 after 12 overs.
I feel that was a good over there from Emma. She kept it nice and simple, asked questions of the Botswana batsman, and got a reward for the wicket she got in the over. You can hear a yell there from Coach Reggie, run hard. He's asking more from his team. He's asking them to take that first one hard, look for opportunities for other runs. Once again, a loud call of yes there from Paco, making it clear to her teammate. maybe Sierra Leone now, if they notice that tactic, we'll start to see them creep in a bit. Try to stop those quick singles.
Now the scoreboard is starting to tick. And
Swung over mid-on. It's going to be a tough chase to the boundary. Well stopped, good effort. Good effort there by Sawanatu, stopping the boundary, keeping it down to 2.
Paco against him, she's having the breathing problem. This is the second time in the game.
Yeah, she had a bit of an issue earlier when she was fielding.
Let's get Sierra Leone back. 98.
Seems to me like Paco is using an asthma pump there. I can only speculate. Maybe she's asthmatic. Every now and then she needs an asthma pump to keep her going.
$50 up for Botswana. The 50 coming up after 12.4 overs with 6 wickets down.
And given by the umpire. Caught behind. Botswana losing there. 7th wicket. Looking very tough for Botswana now. The Sierra Leone energy has seemed to overcome them.
Yeah, the pressure is now building up. Sierra Leone only needing 3 wickets to win this match. Number 6.
New batsman at the new batter at the crease, Kisero. Probably what you would say is one of the more experienced youngsters in this team, having trained for quite a while with the senior team.
Swing and miss their first ball. Seems the intent is there from Keseko.
Yes, at this point in the game, there's only one way to go. I would imagine there would only be one of 2 instructions from Coach Reggie. Either batting the 20 overs or we go for it.
And if Botswana is to win this game, it has to be Paco and Keseko taking them home.
Yes, indeed. I don't think they can afford to lose any more wickets from here without it looking very dire for them.
Shot.
Power down the ground there by Paco through the mid-on area. Botswana will definitely take those 4 runs.
That takes the score to 54 for 7.
Just watching Paco play. She looks like a fighter. She looks like she's not ready to give it up. I think it's good signs for her, having that mentality as a youngster.
With the strike rate of 100, Paco is on 19 from 19 balls. Quite impressive.
Aisha will be trying to come back into this over, having gone for one boundary. She'll try to keep the pressure back on Botswana now.
White ball signaled by the umpire.
Just lobbed over the cover fielder there by Paco again, and Kisoro runs through to make a second run. And clearly Tandi, Paco's not giving this one up.
She isn't at all. It's good to see a player taking responsibility.
Straight into the deep square leg fielder. One again to the Botswana score.
15 whites, 16 extras.
16 in total.
Sierra Leone just trying to keep it together here, making sure they can see this game out with the strong position that they're in. And Aisha immediately back on her line and length.
Late by Kaseko. Two runs there. These two batters, they're running exceptional well between the wickets.
Yes, it seems they might have a better understanding between them. And we're seeing a bit of energy between the wickets now from this pair.
Yes, obviously Paco is taking control of them running between the wickets. He's taken command. Bowling change, Emma Kamara. Played. That was a brilliant shot by Paco over fine leg, and it goes for 4.
Punish the loosener there from Emma. Coming into a spell, puts it down leg. No fine leg down there, and Paco is happy to take that 4.
Taking the score to 64 for 7. Brilliant shots from Paco.
Yeah, it's good to see. She's on a roll.
She's playing a natural game, of which that's a good thing. She's being positive.
It's good to encourage them at this age to keep that positive mentality.
And she pulls it leg side. And they take 2.
Thank you.
Good running between the wickets there by Kaseko and Paco.
Coming into attack here, Emma. She just needs to find a line and length. Just settle back into her spell. Pressure being applied by the Botswana team. Paco seemingly struggling again.
Seems Paco is having breathing problems again. This is the 3rd time it's happening in this game. She must be asthmatic.
Yeah, I can only guess the 12th lady keeps coming out with an asthma pump. But hopefully she will be fine.
So earlier on, Sierra Leone won the toss and made 98 all out. And Botswana at the moment are on 66 for 7 after 14.3 overs, needing 33 runs to win.
Required rate 6 over.
At the rate of 6 runs per over. And from the way these two are betting, it's quite gettable.
Definitely. I think when Kisoro initially came in, they needed a rate of just above 6. And now they've managed to keep up with it. All they need to do is just keep going all the way to the end. And swung away over the leg side again by Paco. Deep mid wicket comes around, throws it in. Another 2 runs to Botswana.
I love the way Kaseko is supporting Paco.
Yeah, definitely. Good to see Kisoro in, coming in with energy. Ready to support Paco, ready to run every run hard. Very good. Sierra Leone just need to find the calm, get back to what they were doing right, trust their areas that they were bowling earlier on. But this game could get very close.
Because it seems now the pressure is shifted to Sierra Leone. It keeps on changing. White ball signal there by the umpire.
I'm sure the leaders in the Sierra Leone team would be speaking to Emma, so trying to calm her down, keep a level head, go through your processes. Up in the air.
No man's land.
And very well run again by Kisero. She finds herself safe at the non-striker's end, coming through for another 2. Very good running we've seen from her since she's come to the crease. And that's exactly what we were asking of Botswana earlier in the innings.
Can see the umpire and the Paco inhaler. Paco is a fighting spirit.
Yes, she's not ready to let this one go. Having troubles breathing, but still wanting to do as much as she can for the team.
"28 more runs needed for Botswana to win this game, and 3 wickets needed by Sierra Leone to win it as well."
Nice to hear the Sierra Leone under 19 ladies keeping up the tradition. Are you sure to win? Oh yes. Are you sure to win? Oh yes. When you're ready, go for it. Something I've been hearing since I was a youngster, and it's good to see that they've passed it on.
To the next generation.
Close one there, just misses the off stump, and that's the end of the over.
Bringing the score to 71 for 7 after 15 overs. From that end. Who's almost coming from that end? I don't know. I have to see the chase number.
New bowler Alice starting her spell. Starts with the dot ball.
This is the last over.
And played on by Kisero. Full ball outside off stump, and she managed to drag it onto her stumps, and Botswana lose their 8th. Some luck in the last over there for Alice, getting the crucial wicket of Kisero, who had come to support Paco. And Botswana were looking good for a while, but Alice has put a stop to it.
Amanhle. For a new batter in the crease for Botswana. Amanhle.
Laid down to third man. Get Paco back on strike.
So Amantla now has to make sure that she gives Paco more strike.
Sorry for that. New batsman in was Mercy.
Oh, sorry, new batsman is Mercy.
In the air. Over the gully fielder, down to third man. Paco picks up another single. Mercy to face a second ball. Gets well behind it. This over from Alice. That's her last. That's done. She's done her quota of 4. Captain brought her back to make a difference, and she managed to do it in this over.
16 overs gone. Score is 73 for 8. Sierra Leone only needing 2 wickets to win this game.
New bowler into the attack. track. Yes,
She's finishing a spell, right?
last over.
But bowling change. Sanatu coming to bowl the last over. She already has 4 wickets for 12 in year 3. A wild ball signaled by the umpire.
I think just from observation, bowlers who are starting a new spell of their 4 overs, coming into the attack, tend to start with a wide. It's something that they'll grow and learn that you have to start on the mark.
Swing and miss there from Paco. Well played there by Paco. And they take a single.
Paco still rolling along, even with wickets falling the other side. She still keeps the same determination. She keeps the hope. Maybe she'll get some support here from Mercy. Solidly behind that one, Mercy. Trying to see off this Sasanatu over. Last over of allotted 4.
Wide ball signal there by the umpire.
Sasanatu here chasing her 5th wicket.
Another wide ball again.
She's just struggling to find her radar a little bit. She needs to go back to those basics, the ones that got her the success early on in the innings. Full toss, put away on the leg side, running away towards the fine leg boundary, and it's 4 runs. 4 runs to Botswana. Mercy taking full advantage of that loose ball. 4 more runs to Botswana's total.
18 from 19 required.
Botswana needing 18 runs from 19 balls to win this game. With that 4 bringing the score to 81 for 8.
Almost a carbon copy of the ball before. Full toss on the leg side and put away through a vacant fine leg. Mercy on fire. A bit of pressure here on Asanatu as she finishes her spell. And that's the over.
Okay, sir.
Oh, 85 for
It's over. 17 overs bowled in this innings. Botswana on 85 for 8.
14 from 18.
Needing 14 runs from 18 balls.
Again, as we have said, if Botswana is to get close in this game, they would need Paco at the crease. And as a senior batsman or batter, she looks to be doing her role good at the moment.
So a bowling change there for Sierra Leone. Christiana back into the attack from the generator end. Well played by Paco, capitalizing on the bad ball, bringing the score to 85, 89 for 8. We need 11 runs to win 10. We need 10 runs to win 9.
10 from 17.
Botswana needing 10 runs, 10 more runs to win from 17 balls. If Botswana is to win this game, Paco has to be in the crease. One run there from Paco to the leg side.
No ball.
No ball signaled by the umpire. So it's the free hit.
Plus the 1 for cricket.
What's the score? 89. 91. 8 more.
Oh, so it's 1 plus.
Are you doing the post match? Okay.
You do it.
Okay.
Oh, okay, you do it.
Yeah. It's not out. It was a free hit. It's a good shot there. Through square leg. By Priscilla, bringing the score to 92 for 8. Paco back on strike. Botswana needing 6 more runs to win this game. From 14 balls.
Oh.
A wicket, Priscilla is bowled out. 9 wickets down. Sierra Leone only need 1 wicket to win this game. Who's the new batsman? It's 13. Must be Japan.
No, it's Priscilla. It's number 3.
Okay. New batter in the crease, Priscilla, and she's off the mark with the first ball. Is it over?
5 runs from 2 overs. 1 wicket in hand.
Score is 94 for 9 after 18. Botswana needing 5 runs, 1 wicket in hand. They shouldn't have run the last ball.
That's the truth. You should say that.
Is your heart beating fast? Captain of Sierra Leone from the dogpot end, bowling a third over. She has 2 wickets for 10. She's bowling a last over. Dot ball there. The pressure is on for both teams. Sierra Leone need 1 wicket. Botswana, they need 5 runs. White ball signaled by the umpire.
It's too much.
A single taken there by Priscilla. Paco back on strike. She's on 40 from 34 balls. Botswana on 96 for 9, needing 3 runs to win. It depends. In over, yeah.
It's a mistake.
Dot ball there. Swing and miss by Paco. 96 for 9 after 18.4. How are you gonna go to the last over? And Paco wins it for Botswana. I need to see how many she made.
44.
She's got 44.
Yeah.
Of how many balls?
One more than what's
So
there.
it's 37 balls. 4 fours. I need that bowler with 2 wickets.
This
This
is
one.
first innings.
Parker also took 4 wickets.
What?
Oh, she took 4 wickets.
No chance. No.
Is it 5-3 dog?
Sierra Leone then Botswana chased that score, making 100 for 9. At this point in time, I would like to call upon the captain of Sierra Leone to come forward, please. Afternoon. I just want to know, how do you guys feel after losing this game, considering that you have put a brilliant score on the board?
No, it's just a game. It's just that the game did not work through our own plan. I can even say we try our best, but next time we'll see what we do.
And what are the positives that we are taking from this game?
We know a lot. We have learned a lot about this. There are so many things we need to do to correct our mistakes.
All right, thank you. Better luck next time. I'd like to call upon the winning captain of Botswana to come forward, please. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
How does it feel?
I would like to say, well done, girls. It's beautiful because I'm seeing the flag go high and high. Thank you, coach. It's due to the hard work of coach for this to happen, and I believe more and more good things are to come. It feels good, right, team?
Yes! Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Okay, we had a brilliant performance today. For our player of the match to represent that, it's Sanjo Bagra from the ICC umpires. Our player of the match is Paco Mapotsana. She made 44 runs off 37 balls, hitting 4 fours, and the bowling figures of 4 wickets in 4 overs, considering 15 runs.
Yes, Paco,
yes,
Paco! She's at the doctor. I'm taking it from her. I'm feeling
Thank you. Thank you. That's all we have from the post-match presentation.
Thank you. Sure.